Imagine the unimaginable. A massive meteorite has just struck our beloved planet. What happens in the seconds and minutes following this catastrophic event? Picture this. The sky tears open as a gargantuan meteorite weighing several tons plummets towards Earth. In a blink, it impacts with an explosion so immense, it's as if the very fabric of reality has been ripped apart. The energy release is staggering, dwarfing even the most monstrous of man-made weapons. To put it into perspective, it would take millions of atomic bombs to match the force of this cataclysmic event. The shockwave that follows is a wall of destructive power ripping through the air at speeds faster than sound, flattening everything in its path. The heat generated by the impact is so intense it's akin to the surface of the sun. It incinerates everything within the immediate vicinity, turning solid structures into ash in fractions of a second. The physical destruction is beyond comprehension. Buildings, trees, entire landscapes are instantly vaporized where the meteorite strikes. The land is reshaped as if by a divine hand. The once familiar terrain now a crater, kilometers wide and deep. But it's not just the land that's affected. The shockwave and heat don't discriminate between earth and air. The atmosphere itself is set ablaze, creating a dome of fire that extends for miles around the impact site. The sky turns a sickly orange, then black, as soot and ash from the incinerated landscape are thrown upwards, blocking out the sun. And as for the immediate area of impact, it's simply gone. Obliterated, annihilated. There is no trace that anything existed there before. It's as if that part of the world has been erased from existence, wiped clean off the map. But the story doesn't end here. The immediate area of impact is obliterated, yes, but the effects of the meteorite strike are far from over. The real horror is just beginning. As the shockwave expands, the devastation spreads, and the world as we know it starts to crumble. These are the immediate effects, the opening act of a tragedy that will change the face of our planet forever. The shockwaves have subsided, the dust begins to settle, but the Earth is not the same. After such a catastrophic incident, a dust cloud envelops the globe, creating a chilling nuclear winter. Sunlight is blocked, plummeting world temperatures and disrupting ecosystems. Plants struggle to photosynthesize, leading to widespread famine among herbivores and carnivores. The meteorite's impact ignites massive wildfires propelled by the shockwave, causing further destruction. If the meteorite strikes in the ocean, then the impact will result in a colossal tsunami that devastates coastal regions and contaminates freshwater sources, making them undrinkable for many species. The sudden nutrient influx could cause algal blooms, creating oceanic dead zones. In the aftermath of the strike, our planet is plunged into darkness and chaos. Survival becomes the primary goal. In the aftermath of the meteorite strike, how does humanity cope? Let's explore the immediate survival strategies. After the calamitous meteorite impact, the first priority becomes locating a robust and insulated shelter to offer protection against the severe weather conditions. The next crucial step is securing clean water, which can be achieved via rainwater collection and purification methods, as well as filtering and boiling water from nearby sources. Nourishment is another critical factor. Initially, non-perishable food items would be utilized. However, as time progresses, sustainable food sources like foraging, fishing, or hunting would become indispensable. The collapse of social structures could pose threats, necessitating self-defense measures. Gaining survival skills such as fire starting, navigation, or first aid could prove life-saving. Adaptability is vital in such scenarios. Sticking to old ways could lead to harm. Being ready to adapt to changes can enhance survival prospects. In the immediate aftermath, survival hinges on preparation and adaptability. But what about the long haul? The dust has settled, the immediate crisis has passed, but the world is a different place. After a catastrophic meteorite strike, the planet experiences dramatic changes. The dust and debris in the atmosphere would block sunlight, causing a drastic drop in global temperatures. This severe climate change would impact world ecosystems greatly. The result could be a mass extinction event, as many species would fail to adapt, disrupting the balance of life. This loss of biodiversity would ripple through the food chain, altering ecosystems further. Agriculture, too, would suffer with less sunlight, leading to decreased crop yields. Food shortages would exacerbate societal issues caused by the strike. Damaged infrastructure and struggling governments might collapse, altering society fundamentally. Survival would become a daily struggle in this colder, harsher world with limited resources. Adapting to new climates and finding new ways to grow food would be vital. The world as we knew it has changed forever. But does humanity have a future? It's a daunting question. If history is any guide, humans are incredibly resilient. Despite the unprecedented challenges of a meteorite strike, we could likely adapt, survive, and even thrive using our knowledge, tools, and determination. The meteorite strike has brought humanity to the brink of extinction, but could we survive? What would our future look like? A meteorite impact of this magnitude could potentially trigger a phenomenon known as a bottleneck effect. This is where a significant decrease in population size leads to reduced genetic diversity, which could impact the survival of our species. It's like a game of genetic roulette, where the stakes are our very existence. We are, however, a species known for our resilience and adaptability. So what strategies could we employ to ensure our survival in the long term? What might our future hold in the face of such a calamity? One potential strategy is to go underground. By creating subterranean habitats, we could shield ourselves from the harsh post-impact environment. These subterranean cities could become new cradles of civilization, refuges from the devastation above. Yet, as we burrow into the Earth for survival, we must also look to the stars. Space travel could offer another avenue for survival. Establishing colonies on other planets may sound like science fiction, but it's a possibility we cannot afford to ignore. But survival is not just about physical preservation, it's also about preserving our humanity, our culture, our knowledge. We'd need to safeguard our scientific, technological, and cultural heritage, passing them on to future generations. This could be accomplished through digital archives, time capsules, and more. The meteorite strike would undoubtedly transform our civilization, perhaps even our species. But it's important to remember that we are a species defined by our ability to adapt and overcome. We've faced numerous challenges throughout our history, and each time we've found a way to endure. From the ashes of this catastrophe, a new world could emerge. A world shaped by resilience, adaptability, and the indomitable human spirit. We may find ourselves forever changed, but also forever enduring. In the face of such a catastrophe, humanity's survival is uncertain. But with resilience, adaptability, and ingenuity, we may yet endure.